Hey fellow foodies, today I am at the Japanese Food Expo in Hollywood, and I'm gonna eat my way through this expo, show you all the tasty Japanese foods here. They're just starting the expo with a bluefin tuna cutting exhibition, and just before that it opened up with a really neat taiko drumming performance. This is an annual event held every year in Hollywood, and what's my first food item? It is going to be a grilled shiitake mushroom that was grilled by a guy wearing a shiitake mushroom hat. Legit. I'll take it. It's a good mushroom. Shiitake, I think, is the king of the mushrooms. All right, princess, how was that mushroom? Those mushrooms are Foodie Princess approved. All right, so I love sushi, and you know what? They've got sushi here made by the sushi robot. How does this work? Well, there's this machine over here that actually makes the little pieces for the nigiri, and then they've got another machine that helps cut the rolls. Those are super cool. Let's see how this sushi made by a robot actually tastes. We've got it on the tuna. Pretty tasty. Right here, we've got some Japanese chicken karaage. This is Japanese fried chicken. They're cooking them up fresh. Of course, when I say fresh, fresh frozen. Because this chicken, you can actually buy at Mitsuwa, H-Mart, any of the Japanese supermarkets in the area. And you know what? Pretty good for some frozen fried chicken. You know, for my favorite movie, Lost in Translation, Bill Murray says, for relaxing times, make it Suntory time, as I have my Suntory beer here. And it's quite relaxing, I must say. You know, I've always wondered how they make the beer so cold. And this thing back here that they like send the beer out of, actually there's a whole bunch of ice in it that the beer runs through to make it cold. But what's really unique about Suntory beer, all of the Suntory beer you would buy in the USA, made in Japan from Czech barley. I'm half Czech, so that must be why I like this beer so much. Here we've got another sushi made by the rice robot. This is an onigiri with fish egg and uni, sea urchin. Let's see. That's really good. It's an acquired taste for most people, but I love my sea urchin and my salmon roe. At the Uwajima project, they're solving the problem of fishy smelling fish. How do they do that? By giving it a citrusy taste. A little bit of hint of orange in the back. At Orlando, Japan, they've got fresh scallops from Hokkaido. Look at how big this scallop is. That's a really good scallop. And it doesn't taste fishy at all. It's really a seafood bonanza here. What have I got here? I've got some octopus. Chewy. That's right. Now here, this is a crab stick made of pollock. So not crab. I'll say, for an imitation though, I think it's pretty good. All right, I finally ate my way back to the stage again, where from the Sushi Chef Institute, I was able to get a roll that has that bluefin tuna that they were cutting earlier. That's some really fresh tuna. That's really good. My daughter, the princess, she really loved the noodles from Myojo right back here. The yakisoba, I think that was her favorite. She ate like 4 little cups of it. And they were just finishing up an activity over here of like musubi making, that people are making these like cute little musubis. We've been waiting for this nearly the whole event. Gindako has their frozen takoyaki. Gindako is OC Girl's favorite takoyaki in Japan, and they're serving them here as samples for restaurant purchases only. So if you own a restaurant, you could buy this, serve in your restaurant. How's it taste? They're pretty legit, by the way. It's crunchy on the outside, soft in the middle. If you don't know what takoyaki is, there's octopus inside and kind of a crunchy dough outside. How's the chocolate?
Good.
Good. So we're at the hacho miso booth right now, and this miso powder is made from a factory that's almost 400 years old in Aichi Prefecture. Wow. The miso is so much stronger than typical miso, and on top of the ice cream, it's like this delightful sweet and salty flavor all at the same time. How do you like the chocolate? Sake-made chocolate that she's eating right here that has like different levels of sake lees that it's made from. I've got a piece here. It is chocolate that has a little bit of a sake flavor to it. And we're probably not going to give her all that much of it. They have it in different like percentages with more and more of the sake flavor. All done. Well, they got another interesting miso combination. Miso powder on potato chips. Her favorite, Lay's potato chips. Just put a little bit of this miso powder on top. That really kicks the potato chips up a notch. It really brings out that salty taste. Would you like a potato chip? So after eating that ice cream and the miso, I actually got to talk to the people that are here at this booth. Mr. Owazu, he's in charge of the Aichi Inbound Association from Japan. Mr. Nomura, in charge of hacho miso. So Mr. Nomura, what makes this miso so special?
Yeah, this miso is using its wooden barrel, it's a very big barrel, and fermented over 2 years. So flavor is very different to other type of miso.
Yeah, it's very strong. What makes the sake chocolate so special? I've never had sake chocolate before here.
Okay, that is chocolate with sake leaves, sake kasu. So this is a kind of a fermented food. So both of them are Aichi fermented foods. That's very good for him. So Aichi's people is live so long.
Yeah, it's delicious. Now, when people come to Aichi, obviously they should eat this and they should eat miso foods, but what else should they see when they come to Aichi Prefecture?
Many people can tour our factory, storehouse. They are maturing the miso everywhere. It's a precious time for everywhere. For everyone.
And as it turns out, I've actually been to Aichi Prefecture before, to Nagoya, their biggest city, home to Toyota and a really neat castle. I have a whole video actually on visiting the castle in Nagoya. You can check that out at the end of this video. And they're also really famous for their festivals. They've got hundreds of different ones at different times of year. So if you do visit Aichi, make sure you check out the festivals.
All right, so in addition to food, there's also drinks. Right here, we've got some hojicha tea. What is this? It tells you right here, it's roasted green tea powder with brown sugar in it. It's got this interesting brown flavor of the tea. Let's give this a try. It's good. It has a little bit of a thick kind of texture to it. Almost like a little bit of a tea and milk smoothie. I like it. They've got more than just sake chocolate here at the Japanese Food Expo, it turns out. They have a whole section of sake and Japanese beers, and the princess has the card right there for this sake. This is a sparkling sake, which has a whopping 19% alcohol per volume. Wow, that is a really strong sake. If you like your sake song, this is already taking effect. If you like your sake strong, you'll like this one. This sake is a peach sake. It's quite peachy. And I've realized even though I get a cup this size, I can only drink small sips based on the number of sake booths that are here. They've also got like lychee flavors and a lot of other neat fruity flavors. When we were here last year, we found a really good like green tea flavored sake, believe it or not. You know, one man can never have enough dessert. Here I've got the press butter sando. This one is the original flavor. It literally tastes like a butter cookie, like a cookie with butter in the middle. It was good. I like sweetened butter, maybe. And this one's matcha. I like this one better. I think the matcha gives a little bit more sweetness, but they're both super good. And to wash those cookies down, some premium green tea from Shizuoka Prefecture. And here, they've actually got free samples, 3 tea bags in 1. You know, I got these last year. I remember I really enjoyed this tea, as I do today. Super fresh. Taste to wash it all down. For our final dessert, from Hokkaido, Japan, we have pudding. Not any pudding, frozen pudding with mango on top. How's the pudding? Good. I think the pudding is a winner. Well, now the question is it worth it? Admission, $60 here in 2023. $70 if you want the sake. And if you enjoy sake and you enjoy seafood, I think it's worth it because the food here is pretty premium and you get to try a lot of different things that maybe you've never had before, maybe never even seen in the US, that then you'll find is the delicacy you love for the rest of your life. Well, fellow explorers, if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy checking out some other videos from Japan. You'll find links up on the screen, in the description below. As usual, I won't say goodbye because we'll see you in the next video.